What a magical place. I would like to begin our final global series, number 10. Thank you for joining our emerging real estate market in Peru, South America. My name is Alex Lee from KW Executive and your Global Business Council Chair. I would like to thank Pauline Lam and Shan Yang, our Global Business Council co-vice chairs, Mindy Yi, our 2020 President, and Yim Bird, 2020 immediate past chair of NAR Global Advisory Board and 2020 vice chair of the CAR Global Real Estate Forum. And a big thank you to all of you to make this virtual meeting possible. Welcome everyone. Before we start, all participants will be muted. Should you have a question or a comment, please enter it into the chat box. Shan Yang, our GBC co-vice chair, will read your question during the Q&A section of the meeting. Please stay tuned until the end of the session for a chance to win gift cards. These gift cards are sponsored by Loan Direct, Joe Lam, and Teresa Nguyen. Now let's move to Thomas Wong, GBC member, to introduce today's speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, Alex, and good morning to everyone. Today, we are privileged and glad to invite our special speaker from Lima, Peru, Ms. Yvonne Larrieu Bellido. Just to share about Yvonne's professional background, she is the general manager for Casa Inmuebles. She holds a BA in communication from the University of Lima with a specialization in advertising. She has 15-year experience in the Peruvian real estate market. She is a certified realtor, ABR, and SRS. She's also in the board of directors for S.A.C, which stands for Asociación Peruana de Agentes Inmobiliarios, since 2019. And she also is an associate of S.A.C since 2012. Please let's give Yvonne a warm welcome. So Yvonne, the floor is all yours. Please take it away.
Thank you, Thomas. Thank you for introducing me. I will share my screen and well, hi everybody. I am very happy to share information about my country and also about the Peruvian real estate. I'm sure that after my presentation, you will understand why I chose this title. I will tell you before start talking about real estate, I want to give you a little background about Peru. In my country, we are 32 million people. We are a country, a multicultural country. We still have native inhabitants, also Europeans, Africans, Japanese, and Chinese. Maybe you will surprised that we have the largest Chinese population in Latin America. Our official language is Spanish, but we still have 47 indigenous languages that the most common is Quechua and Aymara. Peru is one of the 17 nations known as mega diverse. We have the highest number of species like potatoes, fishes, birds, and butterflies. Peru also combines coastline, mountains, desert, and jungle. As you can see, is many places in one world. Okay, just a little more background about Peru. The last 10 years, Peru was considered the fastest growing economy in Latin America. Decrease in poverty rate 50%. Also decrease in extreme poverty rate in 20% in the same period. We are considering the best and most diverse food in the world. That is not my opinion, it's a fact. GDP slowed to 3.1% per year from 14 to 19 due to the lowering of international commodity prices for copper. However, prudent fiscal management and surge in mining production attenuate the impact and allow growth to continue. Now I want to talk about my association. I belong to S.A.C. S.A.C is the most important Peruvian real estate association. We was established 23 years ago. We are more than 700 members, and we must be registered in the Ministry of Housing and Construction. We are regulated by a code of ethics. And also, like all of you, we are members of NAR. We also are associated with SILA. SILA is the Latin American Real Estate Confederation. Each 2 years, S.A.C organizes the COIPRI, the Latin American Real Estate Congress. Just 5 days ago, we had the last one, and for the first time was the virtual version. Unfortunately, was succeed. Real estate agents in Peru, as in other countries in Latin America, you can find qualified agents and regular agents. For sure, I am a qualified agent. And we are formal, we have a code of ethics, we are well prepared, we're advisors, not only salesperson. We invest in advertisement. A regular agent is an informal agent and restricted. They improvises, they are strictly salesperson, and they don't invest in advertisement. Since 2007, we have a law that regulates the activity of real estate agents in Peru. Sales commission ranges from 3 to 5%. Commission only earned from selling clients, not from buyers. Agents work with and without exclusivity. Proper inspection is not required, as I know that in the United States process is required. Mortgage credit interest rates from 7% to 10%. And the real estate sector in the country represents 2% of GDP. The real estate process in Peru usually has 3 steps. The first step is deposit, which is 10% of the value. We call arras. This step is up to the buyer. Usually they pay this amount when they want to be sure that the property won't be sold. We have also a minuta, which is a contract that grants the transfer of our ownership. And the deed is a contract that grants the right to property. We call escritura. If the purchase is in cash, between minuta and deed, you can have not so many days, or it also could be in 1 day. But if the purchase is through a mortgage loan, it could take 30 days. Is the time that the bank takes to evaluate the documents and give the money to the buyer. Buyer must pay a sales tax, is alcabala, the name, and represents 3% of the purchase price. If the property is in a new project, no sales tax. Seller must pay 5% capital gain tax. This tax has also some exceptions. If the seller, the owner of the property, can prove that is his only property, they don't need to pay the tax. And also, if the property was bought before 2004, also they don't need to pay that tax. Notaries in this process are involved in this process in the transactions. The notaries benefit both parties. because they work with SUNAR, which is a government agency that registered properties. Together, they work to ensure that the seller are the rightful owners and are eligible to sell. The notary will make the legal sales contract between buyer and seller. Buyer usually pays notary fees, which is approximately 400 to 700. Now I want to share with you a case study, which is a specific Peruvian property complex. In terms of investment dividends, Peru's most financial successful real estate complex is in Aguascalientes. It contains homes, commercial plazas, hospitals, schools, municipal administrative complexes, security stations, storage buildings. Original financing was domestic, but now attracts significant foreign investment. A structural manifestation of Peruvian ingenuity in terms of architectural innovation, engineering, commitment to the environment, commitment to the local ecology, and believe me, more earthquake-proof than most buildings in California. Investment in its construction has paid back incalculable dividends for its current owner, which is the government of Peru. The name of this property development translates as Old Pyramid in English, and the Quechua name of the property is Machu Picchu. I'm sure that most of you have heard about Machu Picchu, and I invite you, when the borders open, I hope that most of you have the opportunity to visit Machu Picchu. Believe me, worth it. Machu Picchu has withstood the test of time, surviving 600 years of foreign conquest, near civil war, earthquakes, floods, terrorism, dictatorships, and now COVID-19. Like Machu Picchu, Peru has conquered all of these obstacles to emerge as the fastest growing economy in Latin America. Now I will talk about Peru in the 2010s. And according to the World Bank, Peru was considered the fastest growing economy in Latin America and one of the world's fastest growing economy with a 6.3% GDP growth rate. And in this chart, you can see the reasons why. Fiscal surpluses, external debt reduction, macroeconomic stability, prudent fiscal spending, achievement of investment grade status, and high international reserve accumulation. The market before COVID-19. Now we are starting to talk about real estate. Home sales at the end of 2019 exceeded 16,000 units, the highest figure in recent years. The prediction for 2020 was that home sales will grow 6.78%. Online real estate platforms were an important channel in 2019 to stimulate the purchase and sale of homes in the country. And for sure, now, after or during COVID, it started to be more and more important. Peru during COVID-19, as everybody knows, COVID probably sent the country into a recession, as happened in most countries in the world. But fortunately, the Peruvian government has developed a comprehensive economic relief and aid program to protect the vulnerable population, to support companies, including measures to protect income, defer tax payments, and provide credit guarantees for the private sector and other. other measures. Fortunately, predictions post-COVID-19 are good for Peru. A strong recovery, recover and grow, rebounding strongly are words that start to sound. According to the World Bank, predicts that based on its recent history of fiscal management, the Peruvian economy will rebound in 2029. Latin's consensus focus predicts fixed investment to recover and grow by 13.2%. And Focus Economics projects Peru to rebound strongly with a project growth of 8.6%. Real estate is not deception. As you can see, I imagine many countries happen the same. In March and April, we had a big drop, but fortunately at the end of May, you can see that we started to recover. And at the end of June, real estate agents started to govern allow real estate agents to restart working. Construction is an activity that goes parallel to real estate. So as you can see, this graphic is similar, no? The recovery is going similar. And we had also in April, in March and April, a big drop, and then we start to recover in construction too. Well, now I want to share a video from my country. So turn up your volumes and enjoy, please. Well, until now I was talking about Peruvian real estate, but I want to tell you that Peruvian real estate is not just for Peruvians. As you can see in this graphic, according to World Population Review, Peru was considered one of the best countries for foreigners to retire among other countries in Latin America and Europe and Asia. In this graphic, Peru, among other countries of Latin America, rates in many ways also as a good place to consider for retirement. Cost of living, climate, healthcare, and the easy process to get the visa. I know that Peru has not a good reputation related to safety and security. But as you can see in this graphic, Peru is considered among other countries in Latin America and for far compared to United States as a country safety and security. This is based on militarization, safety and security, and domestic and international conflict. I prepared this exercise to also show you that it's affordable real estate also. And I compare Lima's most exclusive district, which is San Isidro, to other cities in United States like Manhattan, New York, Miami, and Boston. And as you can see, the price per square foot in dollars comparing San Isidro to this city is much lower. It's half Miami, for example. And the question is why Americans don't choose Peru in the same way that they choose other countries in Latin America? Well, that answer, believe me, I don't have the answer yet, but I am working hardly in that. As you can see this word called colistas, I am sure that you don't know what it means because this word is invented for me. The goal of retirees is to reduce cost of living and increase quality of life. That's why I created this word. Called colistas means retirees. Increased popularity in countries like Mexico, Costa Rica, Panama are causing expenses to rise in the most tourist-driven and retiree-driven areas. Peru, however, is still under the radar in this respect, while offering a lot of benefits, as you can see in this graphic. Talking about cost of living, consumer prices in Lima are 51% lower than LA. And the most important is that is 80% lower in renting and buying than LA too, among other benefits. The amount required per month to maintain the same standard of living in both cities, you can see here Los Angeles 6,200 and Lima 2,251. So to live in luxury, you don't need to pay luxury prices. Now I want to talk about quality of living. And you have 10 top reasons here to choose Peru to retire. Easy visa process, beautiful climate, walkable cities. The food, as I told you, is incredible. Variety of landscapes, low cost of living, Along the coast, beautiful beaches, from the north to the south, friendly people, rich culture, and affordable property. So, in summary, I think that Americans have many great reasons to choose Peru to retire. And also, the easy way to get a visa make it more attractive. The Peruvian government encouraged foreign investment and includes retirees. They created a special visa. The name is Rentista visa. Simply requires proof of 1,000 month pension and $500 per dependent. That's it. And the visa valid indefinitely. You don't need pay taxes also. Well, I want to finish my presentation with a quote of Anthony Bourdain that says, "A prophet once said, 'Don't tell me what a man says. Don't tell me what a man knows. Tell me where he's traveled.'" I wonder about that. Do we get smarter, more enlightenment as we travel? Does travel bring wisdom? I think there is probably no better place to find out than Peru. Muchas gracias. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Yvonne, for your very, very colorful and informative presentation. We are now ready for Q&A, and this session will be moderated by Sean. Sean, please take it away.
Thank you, Tomas. So thank you again for the interesting presentation. We'll have a couple questions for you. One is, you did mention that foreigner can own properties in Peru. Are they able to own 100% by themselves? And how long can they own it for? Is there a timeline?
Could you repeat the question, please?
You mentioned that a foreigner can own properties. Can they own 100% by themselves, or do they need to look for a local person to partner with them? And if they can own the property, is there a time frame that they can own, or they can own it as long as they want?
If they are living here and they got already the visa, they can get the property for their own. If they want to buy the property from another country, they will need to prove or to have an account in a bank for 1 year, proving that the money is coming for 1 year and they have enough money to if they need a credit, no, a credit in the bank. If they have the money, they can buy by cash.
Are they able to finance from a lender if they're a foreigner, or they have to pay cash?
No, they can buy through a bank, but as I told you, if they are living in the country here in Peru, they can buy by a bank, and it's supposed that they have to prove some movement of money in a bank, in a Peruvian bank. But if they want to buy from another country, living in another country, they have to have a family here and open an account and send the money each month for 1 year.
Got it. Another question from Alex Lee. What is the average home price in Peru? Let's say if it's a single family with 3 bedroom, 2 bath, what is the average price for that?
Well, for example, in one residential district, which is Miraflores, you can find a property like you described, more or less in $200,000, more or less.
That's a very good price. That's why it's Peru is one of the places that we should retire there.
Exactly, that's what they said.
What about healthcare there? Are they covered by the government, or is it free?
we have two options. If you work in a company, you have the option to access to the government healthcare, but you also have the opportunity to buy a private insurance that cover also your health.
Okay, good. Next question from Cecilia. What is the present exchange rate for Peru, dollar to US? I know it could be a little bit up and down, but just
3.50 each dollar in soles.
how much again?
3.50 soles for each dollar.
Okay. Okay. Good. Now let's say if a foreigner sells the home in Peru, and there's capital gain, what is the percentage that the seller has to pay?
Could you repeat, please?
What is the tax that the seller has to pay as a foreigner when they sell the home in Peru?
If it's living here in Peru, it's the same than a Peruvian. It's a 5% of tax.
Okay.
Of the value of the property.
5%. So if they live on the property, what if they bought it as an investment? What's the percentage to sell, the tax percentage that they need to pay?
Please, could you repeat the question?
So can they buy the property in Peru and use it as an investment, or they can only buy to live on the property?
No, they can buy it as investment, and then I suppose that if they buy it as investment, they will rent after that, and it's possible.
Okay, so let's say since it's an investment, when they sell it, that is it also this 5% that they need to pay the tax, or
See,
it's different?
It's when they sell, is the amount that the difference between it cost and they sell is the gain, the difference gain is over that amount that they have to pay the 5%.
Okay.
It's not another tax.
Okay. So Frank had a question earlier, which you just answered, I believe. If you're not a Peruvian resident and or citizen, doesn't live in Peruvian, can you buy investment? Which you answered that you can buy and you can use it to rent it out. So let me see, one more question. Also from Frederick, 5% net income tax. Okay, he mentioned it's an answer. So let me see, want to make sure that was the last question we have. So one more question. What is the best time to travel in Peru?
Well, I love summer. I love go to swim to the ocean. So I think summer, I recommend to come in summer. It starts in January to March.
January to March. Okay. Okay. Actually, we just got one more question pop up. Sorry about that. When you buy the property, do you own the land, or do you is it a lease, or is you own the land as well?
No, you own the land. You own the land and construction.
Okay. Well, thank you very much again, Yvonne, for a great presentation and for all your answers. For sure, Peru will be one of my locations that I like to travel once we reopen after this COVID-19. Love to try the food, love to learn more about the culture. We do have several good restaurants in the Southern California with excellent Peruvian food, but I'm sure when you go into the country to try it, it will be totally different. So thank you again. Now we would like to move to our drawing section. Pauline, please take it away.
Thank you, Sean, and thank you, Yvonne, for your wonderful and so informative presentation for your beautiful country, Peru. I wish I can go very soon with everyone. Come to visit you. You must be the best guide for us. This is a very nice experience. We can
My pleasure.
get so much information from you, and even we haven't been there at the moment. Thank you so much. Muchas gracias. Now, right now it's our lucky draw time. We want to thank our great sponsor. Today is from Joe Lam and Teresa Nguyen from Long Direct for 2 lucky draw gift cards. Right now, we want to spin, and we wish you are the lucky winner. And if you are in the meeting, please text into the chat box. Tell us you are here. Let's start fun. Congratulations. Oh, our teacher, Miss Benny too. How lucky you are. Benny, congratulations. We'll send you email to let you know how to get a gift card. Thank you. And then let's go to number 2, second one. Second winner is Carmen Chen. I don't think Carmen is here, right? Francis? Carmen is here? Francis, can you confirm? Not here. Yeah, not here. Sorry. Try next one. Next winner, Cassie Huang. Francis, is Cassie here?
Nope.
Not here. Next one, you got another chance. Cecilia. Cecilia Quinn, how lucky you are. Congratulations. You're the winner, our second winner. Thank you so much. And congratulations for Fanny and Cecilia, who will email you to claim the gift card. Thank you so much. This is conclude our lucky draw section. And back to you. Back to you, Alex. So lucky.
Thank you. Thank you, Pauline. Thank you, Yvonne. It was great presentation. Awesome. On behalf of the Western Gabriel Valley Realtor, we would like to thank Ms. Yvonne, Larrieu, Bellido for an informative presentation, and our sponsor, Joe Lam and Teresa Nguyen from Loan Direct for the generous gifts. This whole session is being recorded and will be available on our YouTube channel, Western Gabriel Valley Realtors. Last but not least, I would like to invite all of you to attend the International and Southern California Housing Sales Report on next Tuesday, September 29 at 9 a.m. We will have Dr. Lawrence Young, NAR, Chief Economist, and Mr. Oscar Wei, CAR, Senior Economist, to give us report on profile of international transaction in U.S. residential real estate and Southern California housing report. This concludes our final global real estate market trend series. Thank you all for joining our session today. This session is now adjourned. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.